Hi guys, another video about vinyl finance 37 or something. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's somewhere around there anyway. So it's been 2 weeks or something like that. I haven't kept my promise. I haven't been as active as I said that I would, but there you have it. Anyway, I thought I'd give you an update because I've got some really good stuff, and might be interesting to some people, and I wanted to just put it out and see what you think. Um, and perhaps get you interested in something that I'm interested in, and that's how it works anyway. Before I do that, I want to say that I went to a couple of gigs the last few weeks. I saw natural snow buildings a while back, and I got a CDR as well from the gig. Really nice gig. If you do get the chance to see them, don't miss it out. I had a chance to see Whitehills, but I didn't go. Not because I didn't want to, but the people I was with at the time just didn't feel like going to a gig, and yeah, well, there you have it. And last night I went and I saw Caspar Bronsman. Now, Caspar Bronsman is son of Peter Bronsman, but instead of playing hardcore jazz, I guess, he plays rock and roll. But it's a really funny way of playing rock and roll. I mean, his band is like, the essential, quintessential, if you like, rock and roll setup. It's like drums, bass, and him on guitar. And it's like, it's like Jimi Hendrix playing music in but without really wanting to get laid, because it's like that's the best way of describing what he's playing, because it is guitar worship. Really, it's like gratuitous amounts of feedback and soloing and whatnot, and very tight rhythm section in the back, but it's not sexy. It's not meant to entice the ladies, if you like. It's too experimental. It's like again, I'm putting Jimi Hendrix there because, as I said, it is guitar worship, and it's like the Swans trying to play Jimi Hendrix, essentially. That's how it would sound like. It's really, really interesting, and yeah, but maybe not liking sex like the Swans, but maybe liking sex but not getting any, or something like that. Don't know if it makes sense, but it's really, really mind-blowingly good. And he doesn't play a lot. Apparently, he had disappeared for a long period of time. He has made a few records, which I haven't listened to be honest. A friend of mine was like, "Oh yeah, he's God. You have to go watch him." We did. It's really worth it. Hope he does more gigs. If he does and he's in your area, do check him out. Highly recommended. Anyway, that's the musical update, the cultural update, if you like, and onto the records. What's playing in the background is a record that was recommended by the Infinite Groove, and he said that, look, Andreas, you have to listen to this one. It's one of the records that they're playing music that I would like to play, and he was like a bit annoyed because somebody beat him to it. And it's this one. It's Explorers, out on Not Fun. Um, uh, to be honest, I'm not sure where this is all coming from. I respect the fact that he recommended it. I'm not sure I like it, to be honest. It's just I don't know where it's coming from. That's my problem. It's not ambient. It's a bit of a weird one. Still, I mean, if he recommends it, I guess that I have to listen to it and just try to absorb it, because otherwise, otherwise there isn't any otherwise. But it's just that we're very close to our musical preferences, so I guess that if he finds something in there, then probably I will find something in there as well. Might take a little bit longer, that's how it works sometimes, but there you have it. So I will keep on listening to that one. Something that will be of more interest to other people, I guess, to more people anyway, because it's quite hip, if you like. So it's a 7-inch. I don't buy many 7-inches because there's not enough music, in my opinion, on a 7-inch. But I bought this one for two reasons, basically two reasons. First of all, yeah, it's Electric Wizard, legalize guns and murder. First of all, it's a piss take. Well, it's not a piss take. It's a homage, really, from Black Sabbath's Master of Reality, which is one of my favorite records of all time. Second is the title. Bloody hell, legalize drugs and murder, and and this came out like last week. Yeah, from my online shop. I mean, they sold something like, I don't know, 100 copies on first day. So yeah, it's really good, really good. And as you would expect, there isn't much of new things to find here. It's Electric Wizard. It's like sludgy, rock music. You get your satanic naked women, stuff here. If you're a Satanist, you get the women. It used to be that if you wore, I don't know, Nike, you get the women or something like that. But now it's about Satanism. So yeah, well, why not? Really good, by the way, really good. Speaking of sludgy stoner rock, I got this. Looking at my bloody hell, where is it? Oh, there you go. Yeah, found it. So I was in the store. Usually I do most of my shopping online. Unfortunately, I have to admit. Yeah, because UK shops are not that good. I've said it a couple of times. People don't believe me apparently, but yes, I don't enjoy buying. I haven't found a record shop that I can really dig. But anyway, yeah, I was at Rough Trade, which is close by, and I found this one. So this is another homage to Black Sabbath, obviously, Volume 4. This is Sleep, Sleep, Dope Smoker, classic stoner sludge rock from the 90s, and later became another one of my favorite bands. And this is something that they issued in '93. I found very little information on it online. First edition was 500 copies. This is a reissue. I'm not sure if it's an official reissue, by the way. And it's essentially a 12-inch live recording. They play Lord of this World from Black Sabbath, and I had to have it basically. And yeah, it's really good. Next up, what do I have here? Yes, so where do we go from here? Yes. Okay, yeah, well, some of the easier stuff. So, Interpol, I had the CD for ages. I hope I haven't bought the LP back home and don't remember about it, because it would have been one of the last things I bought before I left some years ago. So yeah, I got it. I found it really cheap. It is the cheap version, cheap LP, low price LP, which means that it's like thin vinyl. Speaking of which, thin vinyl is not a bad thing. It doesn't have to be 180 gram. I've been buying records since I was, I don't know, 13 years old or something like that. And ever since 180 gram became the new standard in vinyl pressing, I don't know, because it's cheap or whatever nowadays, I get a lot more warped records than I did before. In the past, I don't know, I haven't noticed. I'm not 100% sure what the case is, but I get a lot of 180 gram records that are a little bit wobbly. It doesn't affect playback significantly, but the idea is that it has to be flat. Now, and this is since they all became 180 gram, because it's really heavy and I don't know, it gets warped easily. thinner ones don't get warped as easily, and they're flatter, and sometimes it doesn't really matter. And this is a great LP, by the way. Yeah, if you don't have it, just get it. I don't know if I would have bought it, because I bought it online. I don't know if I would have bought it if I knew that it was the low price one. I should have thought about it, because it was like £9, which is, you never get a record for £9 in the UK. Anyway, yeah, I also bought on some cheap stuff as well, because there were some on offer in FOP. Big Star will remember FOP, that exact same shop that you used to go, and they had some pop records that they were having on sale. So lucky me, I picked up some. First up is the Foals, UK band. I've discovered Foals by watching the Culture Show on the BBC. And you don't get a rock band on a Culture Show where you see sculptors and whatever. But yeah, they had the Foals on, and it was really, really interesting because first of all, this is indie pop, really. Dance inspired. What made a big impression on me was that the guys from the Falls, they have two guitarists, and they said, well, we don't know how to play the guitar really, we just know how to make interesting sounds and sound bites, and that's how it's built out really. And but it's really, really fucking good record, highly recommended. What else did I get from that day? I got Iron and Wine, Shepherd's Dog, highly, 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 highly recommended. I cannot imagine anybody listening to this record and not liking it. How would I describe it? I don't know. It's really, really bloody good. I can oh, I forgot the name of the guy. Yeah, I can hear fragments of, not fragments, but I can hear that kind of songwriting quality that you find on or what's his name, Five Leaves Left. Yeah, English guy, made 3 records, died, depression and whatever. Yeah, I cannot remember his name right now. Yeah, anyway, fucking good. From that, yeah, I got as well Grace Jones, Nightclubbing. Can't go wrong, guys. I mean, I really like Grace Jones. These are the normal stuff that I got. Did I get anything else from there? Maybe not. Oh yeah, I got Black Keys. Yeah, they have the recipe. I mean, it's just, I cannot imagine anybody, listening to that record and not liking it, to be honest. Did I get anything else? No, I think that is pretty much what I got from just buying from a regular shop. So, going on. 13 minutes, brilliant. Yeah, moving on to online shopping now. So, what did I get? Da-da-da. So, yes. Oh yeah. Do you remember I showed this guy last time? It's Benoit Pulard. He's out. I've showed this one on Cranky. Really enjoyed this one. I highly recommend it. And on top of that, I also got a reissue of his earlier LPs. Again on Cranky, which is like a double LP with both of them on. This is Precis and Temper. It's not as good as this one, but they're quite good. So yeah, I mean, this one is just bloody fucking highly recommended. I got this one. This is 200 Years, And this is a side project from Ben Chansey of Six Organs of Admittance. I usually pick up stuff that he made. He doesn't sing on this one. And from the listen that I had of this one was it's quite good. Female vocals, mainly a bit of shoegazy, a little bit of psychedelia, really nice. Oh yeah, I got this one as well. This I didn't like. This is Yahuwah presents what's songs from the source, and this is from the Yahuwah's collective. They've done some mind-blowingly good music. The Yahuwah collective, Yahuwah 13, most notably. This is out in Drag City. I wasn't that impressed with it. I was a bit disappointed. I was expecting something like, you know, an acid rock kind of blowout. It is not. It's more of a hippie music, 60s, which has its merits, I guess. But, you know, I had a standard of Yahuwah 13 with what they've done previously, and this just doesn't cut it really. It's not bad, but you know, it's the disappointment mainly. Yeah, where should I go from here? Oh yeah, something that I had on CD. It was never issued on, never issued actually, on LP, but it has been reissued recently on. Oh, which one is the? Oh yeah, Drag City. Drag City, and you have to go out and get it. It's Damon and Naomi with Ghost. Ghost, obviously, the Japanese psych folk band. And yeah, they made this album together in 2003 or something. I don't remember, 2003, 2002, something like that. As I said, I have the CD, but it came out very moderately priced. Comes with a 7-inch as well. Highly recommended. If you like this, if you like Damon and Naomi, and if you like Ghost, you like this one, and if you like this one, then you will like you will like. Oh, where is it? You will like this one as well. So oh yeah, get them as a, you know, party set if you like. Yes, another one that I had for a while, but. You know me, I'm completely anal and stupid. So I had bought this record. This is Lilacs and Champagne, out on Mexican Summer. I think it's a self-titled album, yeah, pretty much. And I had it from Rough Trade. Rough Trade have a very annoying habit of putting a sticker on that doesn't come out, ever. It has some kind of adhesive that doesn't come out, whatever you put on it. So you have to take out the shrink. And if you have noticed, I have an obsession with the shrink wrap. I never take it out because, you know, I'm something wrong with my head apparently. So I took it back. I was waiting for another copy. They never brought a new copy, and I ordered it online. I got it cheaper as well, and it's really good. Lilacs and Champagne is just a couple of guys. I don't know where they're from. And what they do is, I best way of describing it is like mashups. Really, they just take samples of music and make their own songs, pretty much in the same vein as oh, what's their name? Beyond the Wizard's Sleeve. So that kind of thing, but less dancing and more like, you know, bedroom ambience kind of thing. But by saying ambience, I don't mean that it's like, you know, droning or anything like that. Really good, you know, not groundbreaking, but really nice record. I also got Lee Ranaldo's Between the Times and the Tides. Obviously, Lee Ranaldo from Sonic Youth, his latest album. To be honest, I wasn't. It's not the thing that I expected of him. It sounds like a Sonic Youth record, but without the rest of the Sonic Youth, just Lee Ranaldo. I have some of his solo stuff from before anyway, before this, and it was a lot more, based on guitar feedback and noise and whatnot, and I enjoyed it a lot more than this one. It's not a bad record. It's just that I would expect a little bit of something different, something different. That's the thing, really. Ooh, break stuff here. This is an interesting one. This is Peking Lights. Space Primitive. This is one of the stuff that they did before they released 9E6 or 936 or whatever you want to call it anyway, and it doesn't sound anything like Peking Lights, the record that you probably know. It has guitars, it's very no-wavy, but it's really good. If you find it, pick it up. It's worth it. Well, no need for introductions here. Whitehills, yeah, well, What else did I get? I got Death. Yeah, these guys are really good. So punk, early punk music, I guess, 70s, came out in 1975. Yeah, some black dudes playing punk rock, really, and they make it sound sexy, I can tell you that. Really bloody good. And there's also another one that has some outtakes, I think. Came out the reissue 2009. Yeah, and there was another reissue as well, outtakes. Highly recommended. I got this one based on recommendations from the vinyl community. Not something that I liked it, I have to say, but it wasn't the kind of thing that I was kind of expecting. I was expecting something drawnier or something like dirtier sounding in some kind of way. I don't know. Perhaps something like the next one I'm going to be showing. It's not bad. I guess I need to listen a little bit more because a lot of people have recommended it. I don't think that everybody's wrong. A couple of albums that I have on CD back home as well, but never found them or never searched enough for them. And it's these ones: Palace Music and whoa. Viva Last Blues from the Palace Brothers, I think. Oh no, it's Palace Music. Well, it's one of the incarnations of what's his name? Bloody hell, Bonnie Prince Billy. So these are ones of his many records. This one is my favorite by far. I like the fact that if this record was completely crap and it had Riding, which is the second song, it would just make sense to me. A song of incestuous relations and just the drama and the power of the songwriting is just amazing. And I love the fact that it's somewhat lo-fi and really close to it's from the heart, really. And I like the fact that Bonnie Prince Billy doesn't have the vocal ability, but he tries and he gets there, and it makes sense. I don't know. I mean, it's You Forgive Him. Fantastic record. Get it. I got quick one. Soft Bulletin reissue. Had to get it. Fantastic album. Had the CD for ages. Couldn't find the vinyl anywhere at the time, but yeah, well, time to get it. Whitehills reissue of their second album or whatever it was. I have it on CD. I had to get it on LP as well. The Men. Don't know what to say about this one. I've listened to it once. twice. People are raving about it. I don't agree or disagree. I think that it's nice. I had some Sacred Bones records I've shown in my earlier videos, and one of them was can't remember the name anyway. And I think it's much better than this one. It's quirkier in a way, but much better. Not bad record though. Do, 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 do. I have a lot. Sorry, guys. Sylvester Fang on Latitudes, untitled. Highly recommended. I love Sylvester Fang, and this is really bloody good. Latitudes is one of those labels that make the artist put in minimize artists' input, I guess, and it has to be in a very specific kind of way, which a little bit turns me off because I don't understand which one is what. Stevie Jew had recommended Naja. I haven't found that one. I need to find it. However, I did find another one which is really bloody good and comes recommended. Latitudes. This is Master Musicians of Bukake, Elogia de la Sombra, in their typical Latitudes format where you don't, it's like everything's the same, which just annoys the hell out of me, but it is bloody good if you like it. I mean, if you like Master Musicians of Bukake, fantastic, and Sylvester Fang is amazing. High Wolf, in Capulco, yeah, French electronic wizard, I guess, in a way. Really bloody good, this one. I really enjoyed it. Speaking of electronics, bloody hell, I have a lot. Speaking of electronics, one of new kind of newly issued LPs, Vatican Shadow, out on Type. That has a lot of stuff that a lot of electronic stuff. Kneel Before Religious Icons. Think musically it reminds me of Otaker. Not incunabula, more melodic stuff, but more techno, if you like, sounding stuff from Otaker. And this is really bloody good. Interestingly, he has some kind of thing about I don't know. The titles are a little bit odd. Chopper Crash, Marine's Name Released, Harbinger of Things to Come, God's Representative on Earth, Shooter in the Same Uniform as Soldiers. Yeah, it's a little bit of a, I don't know, is it a piss take? Is it like something that, yeah, I don't know. I'm not 100% sure, but the music is really good. By the way, this was originally released on cassette in 2011, and it made its way onto LP, like a lot of stuff. Here's another one that that was originally not released on tape, but it was released on CDR because that's the format preferred back in 2000, in the old days. And it's this one, Richard Young's Beyond the Valley of the Ultra Hits. How would I describe this one? This reminds me of John Cale. Think of vintage violence, but without the rock and roll elements and more electronic elements. Highly recommended. It's just bloody fantastic. I cannot really put my finger on it and just say that this is exactly what I like about it, but yeah, this is bloody fantastic. Another one, Mirroring, by Tiny Vipers and Grouper, i.e. Liz Harris. Fantastic record. Liz Harris obviously is doing the vocals, and for the first time you will be able to listen to her voice without the usual tons of reverb, having that voice buried underneath all that reverb and and manipulation and whatever. and it's a really lovely voice, and it's a really nice record. Highly recommended. Yeah. What else do we have here? I have a lot actually. So anyway, oh yeah, continuing, I will go to electronics. This is Opening the 1010 Digital Door, inspired by the music School of Astro Music. This is droning electronic stuff out on Sonic Meditations. If you don't know Sonic Meditations is the label of Expo 70, and it's just really bloody good. From Expo 70 and Sonic Meditations, you will find also this one, Koi Pond, so higher. Beautiful record, limited edition, 500 copies or something like that. These guys had made just one tape, and this is a record they made very recently, and it comes highly recommended. Beautiful space rock, psychedelia, da 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 da, da 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 da. Da, 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 Eddie Callahan, False Ego. This one was, we were talking about it with Man Varder. I always kill his name, so I've written it down. There you go. So I was talking about it with this guy, and I was thinking of another record, and I actually really listened to the MP3s I had. It's bloody good, so I actually got it. Out on Time Lag, beautiful power pop, I guess, psychedelia, sort of. So yeah, really good. Thanks for reminding me. Nurse with Wound with some other guys called Blind Cave Salamander. What do you expect? Drone. Fantastic. And is that it? Oh yeah, and what I want to say is that, you know, False Ego reminds me of the quirky kind of pop escapades, if you like, of this guy, Trimble, Cripple Dog Band. It has that kind of same appeal to me anyway. And this is the second album by Bob Trimble. He was a Canadian. He made some limited edition, well, not limited edition, private press records. And this is the second one. Both of them are really good, and you know, they're recommended. I think that pretty much concludes everything that I wanted to show, and pretty much all the stuff that I got. So it's 32 minutes. I've never made a video that long, but I said that this time, you know, I will show everything, and a bit more as well. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you for bearing with me, and you know, leave comments, love comments, like the video, unlike the video, do whatever you want to do. Subscribe if you like, so that you can get, you know, regular updates from this channel. And anyway, see you soon. Hope everybody's well, and that's it. Cheers.